Google it. Just Google and find out the origins of RSS. Who were their founding fathers? Who were the role models of the founding fathers? What was their philosophy? And this hateful philosophy was the reason why Gandhi was assassinated after independence. They believed he was too soft on India, on Muslims. Why Pakistan was created? The founder of Pakistan, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. The reason why he believed that Muslims would not get equal rights to citizenship in India was because he saw this ideology. It was Jinnah who was the first one who strived, and remember, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was considered an ambassador for Hindu-Muslim unity. He was above communalism. But when he saw that what this ideology was heading towards, he was the one who warned Muslims that the Hindus were wanting independence only for Hindus. The India they pictured was only for Hindus, and Muslims would be a second-class citizen. And I'm afraid that is what has happened in India. After recently this year, the elections won by the BJP, they have come back as a stronger force. And what the BJP philosophy is, I need to make you understand, because I believe that this is not something like Milosevic, Serbs and ethnic cleansing of Muslims in Bosnia. We are talking about 1 billion, a country of over 1 billion people with nuclear weapons, taken over by an extreme philosophy, ideology. What the Nazi party proved was that a small, highly organized, ideologically motivated group could actually take over the whole country. That is what has happened in India. An extreme ideology has taken over India. They do not consider minorities, and especially Muslims, as equals. Worse, this ideology was responsible for the massacre in Gujarat of Muslims. This ideology is responsible for lynching of Muslims, simply on a thing like acquisition of cow meat or cow slaughter. Right now in Assam, 1.9 million Muslims are about to be, their citizenship is about to be taken away. And it is this ideology that has put almost 9 million Muslims under curfew for 26 days in Kashmir. What this Narendra Modi government has done, when it annexed Kashmir, Kashmir was a disputed territory where the United Nations resolution had given the Kashmiris their right to decide their own destiny through a referendum. That right was never given. But the UN resolution still stands, means that it was a disputed territory. The BJP government has annexed it. It's annulled its own constitution, Article 370, which gave the Kashmiris a special status. It's also annulled Article 335A of their constitution, which meant that you could not change the demography of Kashmir. But the BJP government's stated aim is that they want to change the demography, change a Muslim majority province into a Muslim minority province by bringing in out settlers to come in and change the demography. This is a violation of the 4th Geneva Convention, Article 49. You cannot change the demography of an occupied land. But worse than that, they have cast aside the Supreme Court of India's judgment, the Jammu and Kashmir High Court judgment, what was promised to the people of Kashmir by Jawaharlal Nehru, their founding father. And again, I repeat, it's 26 days the people of Kashmir are under curfew. They have shut out all media, all internet, no news is coming out of there. We believe that what is happening in Kashmir is that RSS goons have been let loose amongst the population. We believe people are being picked up. What reports are coming out? Boys are they go into houses and pick up boys. 8,000 people so far have been put in prison. 4,000 people have been taken out of Kashmir. All their leaders have been put under arrest. Even the opposition leaders were not allowed to go inside Kashmir to see what is happening there. And that is what I want ISNA to do. Raise awareness. In the 21st century, this is happening. And this is happening, an ideology which openly states that they want to change the demography of the people of Kashmir, which openly states that the Muslims do not have the same rights in India as the Hindus. They have completely cast aside the secularism of Nehru and Gandhi. And I'm afraid this ideology is not going to stop here. I think they have let out of a genie out of a bottle. It's not going to go back in. This genie of hate, of Hindu supremacy. It's not just the Muslims who are going to be a threat. And I'm again, almost 200 million Muslims in India. What is going to happen to their future? It's also going to go after Christians. Already there have been attacks on the Christian churches. Christians have been tried to reconvert it into Hinduism. Dalits are not going to be spared. Soon Sikhs, the Sikh community, even they will suffer after a while. Even the Indians who do not agree with this ideology. The whole, as I repeat, the secular India concept, the plural India concept, everything is at threat. And Pakistan, we fear in Pakistan that we are not dealing with a rational government in India. As I repeat, an extreme ideology has taken over India. We believe, like it happened in February, when Indian soldiers were killed because a young 20-year-old boy got radicalized by the security forces. And remember, there are 900,000 security forces right now in Kashmir. 900,000. The human rights violations have been mentioned by the United Nations for the first time. So when a boy blew himself up, India blamed Pakistan. We immediately asked them, we said, if you give us any proofs that Pakistan was involved, we will take action. They sent us a dossier. But before the dossier arrived, they had sent their jets into Pakistan to bomb us. We feel that India will do this again to divert attention from what we fear will be bloodshed in Kashmir in order to oppress the people, subdue the people, kill their hunger for freedom, ethnically cleanse them, or change the demography. We believe that the sort of oppression they will do in Kashmir and already are doing, they will need to divert the world attention to Pakistan. And we believe that as they did in February, they will do some sort of an action, an attack in Pakistan. But now we're talking about two nuclear-armed countries face to face. So the consequences, this is no longer something like Rwanda or like Bosnia. We are talking, again, I repeat, 1 billion people, a country of 1 billion people with nuclear arms, with a mad ideology facing Pakistan. What will happen once if a similar sort of attack happens? Pakistan will retaliate. We, again, I repeat, and two nuclear armed countries face to face. That is why it is important for ISNA to play its role. I have asked the OICU to play its role. I'm going to raise this in the United Nations General Assembly. But you, as the largest Muslim body in North America, has a very important responsibility. You must make people aware of what is going on in India. This image of India so far of a land of peace, a land of gurus, of karma, a land where, of plural secular values, it is no longer that India anymore. The previous Home Minister